The goal of this video is to work on asking and telling time. Alright, so the question is, ¿Qué hora es? Essentially, you're asking what time is it, although literally you're saying what hour is it. Okay. I will start with the simple even times. If it's one, then es la una. Anything else, we're going to think about it as a plural hour. So by default, everything else is going to be son las, and then whatever the number happens to be. Okay, so one is the exception, es la una. Everything else is going to be son las, and whatever the hour happens to be. Son las tres. All right, let's practice. ¿Qué hora es? Son las 4. I'm trying to give you a little pause there so you can try to answer before I actually show you the answer. Okay. ¿Qué hora es? Son las 7. ¿Qué hora es? Son las 10. ¿Qué hora es? Es la una. Remember, that's our exception, okay? Es la una. ¿Qué hora es? Son las 12. All right, now let's talk about how to say the time when it's whatever the hour and then some minutes. Okay, the concept is the same. You say the time, the hour, es la una y, and then however many minutes you got. So, es la una y 5. Son las 2:10. Son las 3:20. Son las 4:40. Son las 5:50. All right, now let's try. ¿Qué hora es? Son las 2:25. You should please feel free to reference your vocab handout in terms so that you can reference how to spell out the numbers. Okay, I know we just introduced them quickly, so reference, use your resources. ¿Qué hora es? Es la 1:08. ¿Qué hora es? Son las 6:10. ¿Qué hora es? Son las 11:40. ¿Qué hora es? Es la 1:25. Okay, now if it's 15 minutes past the hour, we're going to have a couple of choices, okay? The one we've learned so far is to state the hour and then just say the number as we see it. So, es la 1:15. Now, there's another way in which we can do that. You still state the hour, es la 1:00, but instead of saying 15, we're going to say quarter, just like we do in English, right? We can say a quarter after 1. Well, same concept. So, es la 1:15. Now, these are the two different ways of saying 15 past the hour, right? 15:15. Okay, just another example. Son las 3:15. Another way, son las 3:15. Okay, if it's 30 minutes past the hour, we have two choices as well. Again, we can just state the hour and say the number of minutes as we see it. So, es la 1:30. Then another way, it's kind of like saying like the hour and half, essentially, is what you're saying. I know it sounds kind of odd, but it's another way that we can tell time, okay? So, es la 1:30. So again, here you have the two different ways of saying 30 past the hour. 30 media. Okay, another example. Son las 4:30 o son las 4:30. When you're saying the time, choose the one you like better. Be able to recognize both of them though, because you don't know in which way someone is going to speak to you. Okay. Now, what I'm getting ready to talk to you about, it's specifically for any times past 35 minutes. Otherwise, it just won't make a whole lot of sense, okay? I'll show you an example. Okay. What you would do is you go to the next hour. In this case, it's 2. I say that time. Son las 2. Then I'm going to say minus however many minutes I have left to make it to the next hour. So, son las 2 menos 20. Right? Again, you go to the next hour minus however many minutes you have left till that next hour. So, son las 5 menos 10. Go to the next hour menos however many minutes you have left. So, son las 7 menos 5. Right. Keep in mind, this is just another way of saying the time. You could very well say, es la 1:40, o son las 4:50, o son las 6:55. All I'm doing is showing you a different way, okay? All right, let's practice. The two different ways, okay? So again, I can go to the next hour menos however many minutes I have left. So es la 1:15. Or I could say quarter, because I could say like quarter till, right? So es la 1:15. Either one. Or I can straight out say 12:45. Son las 12:45. ¿Qué hora es? Give me the two different ways. Right. Son las 6 menos 10. The other way. Son las 5:50. Right. One more. ¿Qué hora es? Son las 9 menos 20. The other way. Son las 8:40. All right. That's it for this video.